Everyone is getting serious about medical marijuana these days. As Hawaii approaches the realization of the first medical marijuana dispensaries, the possibilities of the new industry are under the consideration of big names in agriculture, like Richard Ha, who last week announced he would be closing his longtime banana operation.
I'd asked my workers if they were interested in working for a company that produced, medical marijuana. Would they be willing to, would they want to apply? And if so, let the supervisors know. It turns out that every single one of my workers would like to work there. So under those conditions, I'm more than happy to help that group that want to pursue getting a license, because it'll help my workers.
Lawmakers are still trying to sort out the particulars at the Capitol.
Is possessing medical marijuana a crime? The answer is yes, according to you.
During a recent information briefing, the Department of Health got an earful from elected officials about their plans to administer the new law.
As for the prohibition on greenhouses, the fact of the matter is we live in the state with the highest energy costs in the nation, and without greenhouses, these costs for electricity are going to be passed on to the consumer, the patients.
There are a lot of structures in Puna that are considered legal and indoor.
Hawaii Island lawmakers were concerned about greenhouse provisions in particular.
I did not read that in the statute as to greenhouses being excluded, because in Puna, ag is huge in Puna and Ka'u, and we rely on greenhouses.
And I urge you to please reconsider this stance. Perhaps in your rules you can remove the reference to greenhouse. It already says it can't be visible from the outside, and it says such as greenhouses will not be allowed, because that greenhouse word, as we've seen, is fuzzy. And so I'm asking if you will please reconsider every reference to greenhouse and reconsider the desire to remove sunlight from the growing of a plant. In the interest of common sense, in the interest of our legislative intent, I ask you to allow this product to be what it truly is, what the federal government grows it as, what it's evolved over thousands of years to do. It's intended to grow under sunlight. It would be an extreme corruption of our intent and the way that we're trying to benefit 6 people to remove sunlight from a plant.
Could you maybe one of you define opaque, translucent, and transparent? Those 3 words.
Yeah, Chair, I think we're getting a little bit ridiculous here. I mean, we have done our best to take a statute and put it into interim rules in an extremely short period of time.
Back in Pepe-Keo, Ha is watching the discussions closely.
Yeah, I understand what the discussion is, greenhouses versus completely enclosed. It's about cost. If it's completely enclosed, then it will be more electricity. If it's outside, then it's in greenhouses. Then you can use the natural lighting. So again, it's about cost, and provide the safety. Because if you don't have a controlled environment, then you've got to use something to control a pest. If it's pesticides that you're going to use, that's not going to be something anybody wants, because that's what you use, to get the oils and stuff like that. You just don't want to be spraying anything. So the pluses for the control environment entirely is that you can keep the insects and pests out.
Applications for the initial dispensary licenses are now available online at the Department of Health website. They may be submitted online only from January 12th until January 29th. The non-refundable application fee is $5,000.